Hello, my fellow pitch warriors, pitch wardians, pitch warriors, whatever you like to be called. My name is Neil Chase, and I'm one of the middle grade mentors this year. What I'm looking for is speculative fiction, and by that I mean fantasy, science fiction, and horror. And I'm talking the whole range. So it can be anything in there. Light fantasy, epic fantasy, contemporary fantasy, historic fantasy, superheroes, mythology, retellings, steampunk, cyberpunk, space opera, space fantasy, a light horror, scare the kid to death so he wants to stay up all night and pees his bed type horror. If you have one of those, please consider submitting your manuscript to me. What I'll do when you get my submissions, just so you know my process, is I'm going to split everything into a no and a possible pile. My no pile is anything that really is not for me. It's not nothing to do with how good your writing is. It has to go into I am not the best mentor for you. Some things that will automatically fall into that are animal characters in lower middle grade. I do not read that. I don't write it. I don't know that area. I know there's some really great mentors out there that handle it, and they'll be better suited for you. Anything not in that no category goes in my possible pile. And then what I'll do is I'll look through every single one of those and rank them in different rankings from 1 to 5. The very most important ranking is voice. When I read your story, I want it to sound like a middle grader. If you do first person and you sound like a 55-year-old, 60-year-old writing this story, that's not the right voice. You need to sound like you're 12, 13, 14, 11, however that old that main character is. Even in third person, you need to sound like that. And that's what I'm looking for. I want something that I see it, I'm thinking this is someone in that age bracket telling me a story. The next thing I'll look for is how good the story is. I want a story that by the time I get to page 10, I'm flipping it over looking for page 11. I want to keep reading. So those are the two most important things. Other things I'm going to look for is if I know it's too similar to something I am writing or have in my head, I probably won't do it just because I don't want our ideas to conflict too much. There's only a few things that are currently going in my head, so it's fairly safe that that's not going to be an issue, but I just want to lay that out there. That's something that could make a difference. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through all my possibles, put the ones that I like the best, request fulls from them. I will then read through those and decide which ones I want the most. Some of that may involve me asking questions of you, may have already been in other interactions we've done on Twitter, seeing how you respond to other people, and I can tell you, for the people I am considering, I will stalk you. I will look through your whatever you post on Twitter, I'll look on your Facebook page, I'll find everything else I can about you to see what type of person you are and see if it looks like it's something we can work with. So you may be asking yourself, what are my strengths? Well, my strengths are dialogue and pacing. Those are really the best strengths I have in a story. The stories I write are sort of adventure-based, and by that I mean there's action going on throughout them. So what I do is I've worked on my pacing to build up to a climax, slow it back down, build up, slow down. So you have pacing so you don't get any times where you just keep constantly running, and you don't have any times where the reader's sitting there wanting to go to sleep. You try to space them out, and I'm good at working with people to get them in there. I'm also good on dialogue. Dialogue that's realistic, but not so realistic it bores people to death. Not a lot of the ums, ohs, you think, whatever. We don't need that in stories. Yes, people talk like that in real life, but in a story, those are just a lot of extra filler words. And I can help your dialogue make it sound like it's more realistic, get it going, without taking away your meaning. So hopefully you'll consider submitting to me now that you heard this. Hopefully I fit what you want. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me on Twitter. You can also comment on my blog. Both of those are good. I wish you luck in the next coming weeks, and hopefully everyone makes a lot of friends, learns a lot of stuff, and everyone can get mentors as many as possible. Thank you.